need an iPad stand. Too short, the weird design. That one's taller, that looks flimsy. Wait, why am I trying to buy an iPad stand? I could make one. In a world filled with temporary, there's just something so gratifying about getting back to the basics. Working with your hands. Sure, you could run out to the store and grab something that appeals to many, but it's not custom and it's not made for you. So turning down the speed a little on this week's video in hopes to answer some of the questions I get, and I hope you enjoy a simple build, very much so a DIY project, and all hand tools. So we get a little ASMR action in here as well. And those of you who are returning to my channel, welcome back. You may recognize this as a bit of a change of pace, and those who are new here, first of all, welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is definitely not my usual MO. Small items I never could get to pencil, so not something I typically do, but I found this is a good opportunity to show off some hand tools and do something totally unplugged. It's not often I get the opportunity to do so, and I wanted to share with you. I get a lot of questions on hand tools and technique and all sorts of things, so I'm hoping this will be fairly self-explanatory, and whether you're a woodworker or not, I do hope you enjoy the process. Now, to saw straight across a board, I like to start at one corner. Slowly tip my saw back as it brushes against the layout line. And really, it all starts at layout. So we use a crisp knife line for reference, both visually and for a tool to write in. Now, after plowing out the groove, also known as a dado, with my router plane, I come back and, using a scrap piece of wood as sort of a fence, take a rabbet, or that little shelf off of this piece we cut earlier, to fit into the groove. One thing I love about working by hand is nothing's absolute. It's all about removing bulk and then slowly finessing an edge down to meet another edge. It's pretty hard to mess up. Everything in wood can always be shorter, usually, sometimes. Layout, cut, finesse. Pretty simple, rinse and repeat. Now, I'm pretty new to YouTube, so I want to take a second just to thank you all. It means a ton to me that you want to see what I'm doing, and honestly, I love sharing. And I want to continue doing so. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, I usually save this part to the last, but hit the like button. Leave me a comment. I'd love to answer questions and field comments. Love hearing from you guys. And to the 50% of you who are not already, please do hit that subscribe button. And as a reward to all of you who are still watching and didn't skip straight to the end, I want to give one of these away. I actually ended up making two, and one's going to my mom, and I decided not to keep this iPad, so I think I'd like one of you to have it. Works well as a really big phone holder. Probably put a book on it, or better yet, do one of those smart picture frames and continuously loop my videos. I'll ship it anywhere to, let's say, the US and Canada. Anywhere else, maybe split shipping with me. Alright, in order to win, leave me a comment down below with your favorite species of wood, and if you could see me build anything, what would it be? And I'll gather all those names, let's say in a couple of weeks, and I'll put it in a random generator, and one of you will win this. I'll even throw some finish on it. My way of saying thanks, and hopefully helps beat this growing channel YouTube algorithm hump, and will allow my channel to get a little bit of traction so I can continue making videos for your viewing pleasure. Alright, enough of that. Let's get back to our build. I'm doing a bridle joint for the single leg that comes out of the back of the stand. Now this will be a through joint, and I'm using a coping saw here to remove the waste along the bottom. You could chop this out with a chisel, but this makes quick work of it, and it's a little easier on edges. Less time sharpening means more time woodworking. I almost never cut down to the layout line. Instead, rather, I remove the waste one section at a time, having the distance from the waste to the layout each time until there's maybe a 32nd of an inch or a millimeter. For those of you who don't use our ridiculous measurement system. And with each cut, I undercut or cut backwards into the grain underneath the next cut. So the next cut, or the final cut rather, is an easy light pass with the chisel. Now when sizing parts, it's almost never advised to size both the male and female, or mortise and tenon, or dovetail and socket by adjusting both sides. Usually you want to tweak one or the other, so don't follow my lead here. I did a little of both. Friction fits the lower piece into the main body, and a little dab of glue will keep the iPad rest in place. There we go. Looking good. Much better than some piece of plastic off of Amazon. Nice lines, good form. And big reveal in 3, 2. Yes. That's nice. And if you skip to the end, I understand, but you may want to rewatch to get details on that giveaway. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you like this format. Drop me a line down in the comments. Hit the like button if you like the video. If you dislike the video, go ahead and hit that dislike button 2 times. Catch you on the next build.